Hello there, welcome into the latest edition of the SAU Volleyball Coaches Show. I'm Daniel Gallegos, joined alongside head volleyball coach Britney Davis. And Coach, first of all, congratulations. This is your very first coaches show as a head coach here at Southern Arkansas.
Thank you.
But you're no stranger to the volleyball program. Spent the last 2 years as a graduate assistant. Were promoted to head coach in December of last year. So you've kind of hit the ground running during the spring semester. I know you're very excited coming into the fall. Talk about the advantage you may have being a first-year head coach, but you have experience with the program and knowing, obviously, the returners back.
Yeah, I've been here for 2 years. I know the school. I didn't have to come in and relearn the school for recruiting. So as soon as I got the job, it was just hit the ground running hard and find some girls that I knew they were going to fit in with the team I already have. So I didn't have to come into a new team and I know the girls. I knew them really well because I was their graduate assistant. So they told me a lot of things and they came to me for a lot of things, so I knew them as people and individuals, not just as volleyball players. So I really got to create a team of girls that I knew they were all going to get along. Hopefully, they're girls, but we made it work and it was fun. I had fun going after girls from Texas and Arkansas and recruiting people that I knew would be a good fit for SAU and that I wouldn't have to convince that SAU was a fit for them, but they were just, it went really well. And I was by myself, I didn't have assistants yet. I hired them in April pretty early, so it was just me and trying to juggle it all, but it was awesome. I had my student assistant Taylor Rayum helping me, but we hit the ground hard, but we got it done.
You know, again, one of the advantages we just talked about is having familiarity with the program, knowing the players that are returning. Talk about some of those returners. You know, one in particular I think that jumps out at everybody is obviously Serena LaDuff. She was a junior college transfer last year. She was newcomer of the year. Almost 500 kills. Was one of the top offensive players. So obviously a lot of expectations there. Talk about her coming in this year.
Well, we were just talking about yesterday. I've actually only known them for a year because I feel like they've been here for so much longer. So Ali O'Banion, Savannah Pillow, and Hannah Rice, I've known for 2 years solid and seen a lot they've gone through in life and watched them grow and mature. But Serena I've known for a solid year, but just the way that she is and her personality, and she's such an amazing leader. I've got to know her so well, and she's just a true leader on and off the court. The girls look up to her. I was not afraid to bring in all these freshmen I brought in because I knew Serena's leadership and Paige May's leadership and all my upperclassmen were just, they're going to open them up. They're just going to come open arms and ready for them to join our program. So she's been a huge asset to us this past year, and we're expecting a lot out of her this year. And she won't let us down because she's got a passion and a drive that's undeniable. So we're excited for her.
So you've got Serena, the kind of the headliner coming back that everybody knew of last year and had a lot of production there. What about a returner that you've seen here early on in the fall that you expect to make a bigger impact than maybe what they did last year?
Yeah, Ali O'Banion, hands down. She doesn't say a lot. She's our quiet leader. She's the most coachable athlete I've ever coached, honestly. Anything you say, cut line, she'll do it right then, and she'll do it again and again and again. She played middle her freshman year and just came in and stole an upperclassman's position, and I can put her wherever I want. If we have an injury, put Ali here, put Ali here. She's just good at every position. She can set too, so if anything ever happens, she can set. She's going to play right side for us. She's been killing it. She goes up, she hits a hard, heavy ball. She cuts well, she sees the court. She doesn't hit the same place every time, but she's dependable and consistent. So anytime we need a kill, we need this point, we need to win the game, you give it to Ali O'Banion. But it's good that we've got the outside, we've got Serena, and we've got Ali on the right side. So we've spread our offense all the way across. And then I was a middle, so I like to run a middle offense. I like to start in the middle and work our way out. And we've got two really strong middles. Caitlin Rayner is coming back, returner. She's built up so much confidence, and she's ready to just perform her senior year. She's got a huge drive to compete at a high level, and so I'm expecting a lot out of my hitters, and I like that I don't just have one good hitter, I have multiple, so it's going to be a lot harder to scout us because they can all deliver, and they'll all put the ball away. So we've got a good little lineup going on with our offense, so we're putting it all together right now.
All those names, obviously ones that we're familiar with from last year. Give us one or two of the newcomers, the ones you brought in, be it junior college or even a freshman that we can expect big things of this year.
Lexi Southern, her last name is actually Southern. She's from Reno, Nevada. She is coming as JUCO transfer from Feather River College. She is one of the sweetest, nicest girls in the world. We put her on the court, and she's just going to cram the volleyball down. She's awesome. Her and Savannah are connecting really well. She's got a ton of energy, so anytime that anyone's down, she picks them up quick. She rebounds really fast, so she makes a mistake, you'll never know. You would never know. She doesn't feel sorry for herself. She just gets the job done. So that's my outside JUCO transfer, and then Brittany Lampkin is our middle. She's from Panola College, JUCO transfer. She is a strong hitter, good blocker, athletic. Right now, her and Caitlin, we do a lot of competition between the middles, so they battle each other a lot. But I love the hitters we've got. They work well together. We try to do things different so that we're not predictable. And Savannah's our setter. She's awesome. She's played under Taylor Reum, who's my student assistant now, the past 2 years. Just been battling, trying to take her spot. And last year she came on and played DS. She's a setter, and she played DS. She said, "I want to be on the court. I got to figure it out." So she played DS for us, and now this year she's our setter, and she's so athletic. One of the most athletic girls I've ever met in my life, and she works hard. And so right now she's working on consistency and connecting with the hitters. She's doing a really good job at it. So it's early in the season still. We've only been playing together for about 3 weeks, so they're doing really well.
The regular season is upon us. You get started this upcoming weekend. Unfortunately, it's going to feel like a long time before we get to see the Lady Millriders in action at home. It'll be September 22nd, so there will be a handful of volleyball matches that you guys will have competed in before we get to see you at home. The first of those, obviously, this upcoming weekend. You're going to Durant, Oklahoma, a familiar place, southeastern Oklahoma, obviously, there in the conference. But the South Central Classic, you're going to play 4 matches there. Tell us a little bit about that, knowing that they're the first matches of the year, and what do you kind of expect?
We start off at 2 o'clock on Friday, Texas A&M International. We played them 2 years ago down in San Antonio, so I'm familiar with their style of play. And then we play Cameron, which they're strong. We played them last year, so the girls are familiar with them. And then Saturday we play Highlands University, New Mexico Highlands, and then Union. So it's like a really good balance of high competition, but also even records from the previous year. So we should win all 4 games. It might be a battle. We're really good at playing games to 5, which we're working on that. But it's going to be a good start. It's a good 4 first games. So the girls know what to expect. We've been practicing for these teams. We know we don't have sky reports on them because it just started. So we're just playing like high elite volleyball so that we set the tone for our offense, and so we don't play down to their level. So. And then we go to Arkadelphia, which very familiar there, and there'll be a lot of really good teams there. And then we drive 8 hours to Warrensburg, Missouri, so it's right near my hometown actually. But we go up there and play 3 amazing teams that are at nationals every single year. So I'm glad that's 3rd weekend, so we've got about 8 games before we go do that. And then I feel so bad, everyone keeps asking when the first home game is. It's September 22nd, so hold out, and by that time we'll have our wits together and we'll be ready. So I'm excited. It's September 22nd. It's going to get here before we know it.
And one of the things too about starting in September 22nd, your first home match, that's going to mean there's going to be a lot more opportunities later on in the year to catch the volleyball team at home.
So many home games this year. So many in a row.
Yeah, we appreciate very much for your time. We're excited for this season. Coach Davis and the Lady Millriders do start their 2016 season this upcoming weekend. Talked about the 4 matches coming up in Durant, Oklahoma. Be sure to check millriderathletics.com for all your pre- and post-match coverage. Coach, again, we appreciate it. Best of luck.
Yes, it's fun. Thank you.